Hello and welcome to the Harmony video on schedules. Schedules are intended to create a playlist for you to work through as well as schedule music for different times of the day. One of the things we understand after 70 years in the business is what's appropriate for one audience isn't always appropriate for another, even at different times of the day or different times of the year. So let's get into schedules. First thing that you want to be sure of is that you have gone through your music library and added any programs or mixes or stations that you want, because you'll only be able to schedule things that are here. If you want more information on how to do that, go to the music library video. Schedules is here on the bottom. As you can see, I have quite a few schedules, but we're going to create a new one. First thing you want to do is label it, name it. Call it the best schedule. All right, and so now you're going to select your default music. Your default music is whatever music will play when nothing else is scheduled. The most common one that we have people put on the default music is FM1, just because it has a good variety. So now that you've added that, you will go and add scheduled music. The most commonly scheduled music is holiday music. So the FM holiday mix, you'll click the check mark here. You'll go to calendar and you'll want to select when you want this to play. Now I'm guessing you do not want holiday music playing in March. So you'll click there and you'll go, usually people start it that Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving. And this is very important. Pay attention to this year here, because if you don't change this year, you will have holiday music playing until 2099, which you probably don't want. So you'll click in, and a little tip to save you some time, click up here on 2099 and you'll be able to cycle back to whatever year you want. Do that before you change the month, because the month will revert after. So you change the year, and now we go to the month, stop the day after Christmas, and there we go. It's now set to start this year on November 26, 2023 and end on December 26th, and it will play every day. Let's say you don't want holiday music certain days, you can click them off, or you can click all to get them all back on. Let's say maybe you only want it a certain time of day. Maybe you don't want holiday music when you're starting your day. You can set a schedule here as to what time of day you want it to happen. Now you want to hit locations. If you do not have more than one device, this won't be here. But because we have 7 devices, this will be here. So one of the things you want to do is, if you don't want it to play on all devices, you will click twice to get X's. That means this schedule will not apply to any devices. And you'll go down to the device you want it to play on, which in our case is Muzicraft Demo 5, and click there. Go back, double check that everything's what you want, and then click up here, this arrow. There you go. Music is scheduled to play all day from 12 a.m. to 12:59, and it will go through that. Now, let's say you want to add a certain scheduled music for a certain time of day. Let's say you have a setup time of your day, and you want something to be a little bit more upbeat for those that will be there. And you've created a mix. So you'll add another schedule. You'll hit here. Go calendar. It's fine starting today, but you only want it during certain times of the day. Let's say your setup crew gets there at 6 a.m. and your store opens at 9. So you want to stop. And you'll hit the down arrow to put it to AM, and up arrow to go to PM, down, up. And you'll want that to go with your setup crew. Your setup crew doesn't get there on Sundays or Saturdays, so you just want it there. Now we're going to go to locations, 2 clicks, and click on there. I'm going to save. Okay, so one thing to pay attention to here is that how the Harmony will read this. So what it will do is it will first read whatever is first listed here. So it goes to Austin's test mix. Okay, so if it is between these dates and it is 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and it's a Monday through a Friday, this will play. If this is not the case, it will go on to the next section. It will go on to the holiday mix here. Play if it's these dates, during this time, on these days, then it will play this. If this is not true, it will go down to the default mix. So one of the things people need to be sure of is the priority. So a lot of people, they like to move the holiday mix up here so that it will override any other mixes that are going on. Because usually you have mixes throughout the day, but for holiday, you want to keep it that. Okay. So this is if you want to just do a schedule. You hit save. Okay. And now after you've hit saved, you will go to sites. It takes a little bit longer to load because we have so many of them. You go to sites or now playing if you don't have sites, by the way. And here you can hit schedule. And so I hit best schedule, click here, and the playlist will begin to go here. Okay, so that's one use of schedule. Another use of schedule comes if you want to create something for your employees to be able to change the channel, but you don't want to give them access to all of this. They are given a remote control. Now the remote control comes with your Harmony device, looks like any normal remote control, and it has numbers on it. Now it also has a channel up and down button. So what you do is you create the channel schedule. You can call it whatever you want. And you add the 10, you can only add up to 10 channels that you want your employees to be able to skip through. So for example, 8 tracks is the default music, and maybe I'll adult alternative. And for these, you don't have to change any of these other settings here. Okay. Earth tones. Combo. So these will be just a test for you to see. All right, so this is the schedule here. So what I'm going to do is show you how it will look when your employees are using the remote. So you save the schedule. Okay. Go back to the now playing for the device you want it to apply to. All right. You'll change it to channel schedule here. Okay, so I'm holding the remote in my hand in front of the Harmony device. So if I hit channel 2, you see it changed to Austin's Text-Meant. Channel 3. Maybe I go up and down on this. Okay, so it's changing, but it's only changing to those channels that you have approved. Now, no schedule will happen when this occurs. If you want more information on how to reset it and things like that, feel free to give us a call and we can walk you through that or look through one of our other videos. So that is how schedules work. We hope to see you at the next video. Thank you.